Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolf Den. My name is Voltorn Elda. Volty, I said I was going to start the recording. Come on, it's your turn.
Hold your horses, big guy. I'm nearly done setting things up.
What do you mean setting things up? You said you were ready.
Just a few more seconds.
Volty, next time you're still busy doing whatever, just tell me and I'll... Oh god, what did you do this time?
Just installing my latest updates.
Updates? How long haven't you updated?
Last time was 2 years ago, if I remember correctly.
That would explain the glitching.
Oh, there we go. Update complete.
Do I need to run another virus scan?
Nah, no need. The source code from Yookie's art is to be trusted.
Oh, you got yourself a new expression update. Nice. Wait, that actually explains those Lost Ember thumbnails I saw.
Lost Ember thumbnails? Oh, wait, the timeline. I haven't actually made those just yet. Be right back.
If only you would teach me how he does that. In any case, hello everyone. Sorry for the slight disruption. The little guy has a mind of his own, as you know, and basically does whatever he wants. But that expression update of his does come in handy for our very first question and answers video.
You'd almost say I had planned this all along.
Yeah, you know I've stopped asking that question.
Speaking of questions, I've got a fair collection of them from our Discord server, which we can look through. For future Q&A videos, we'll also have a chance to ask everyone here on YouTube, but we had to start somewhere. So, shall we get started?
Is that the first question?
Haha, very funny. But no, our first question is actually by JMT on Discord, who asks, what is your way of picking a new game to play on the channel? Most of your videos are blind playthroughs, so...
So how do I pick my games? Well, I'd say it's a combination of looking at new game reviews at stuff like E3 and listening to what's popular and suggested. My eye is then always drawn to whatever games look fun and interesting to play, but stuff basically gets added to a backlog list, which over time just keeps on growing.
Which also explains why you still haven't played Dishonored 2.
Hey, big games are big commitments, and when we're doing a long playthrough like Dark Souls or The Witcher, I want to try and keep some space for the smaller games as well. After all, it's not only the big games which are amazing to play.
Smaller indie titles can also really surprise you. Sometimes in, well, surprising ways. And in regards to surprises, I've got a question from JC Monstar here who asks, what was the game that messed with your head the most?
Messed with my head the most?
I might have an idea, but we'll see.
The game that messed the most with my head. I could go for two possible games here. One would be Chroma Gun.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. It wasn't the one I was thinking about, but yeah. You didn't finish that one, did you?
Yeah, unfortunately my mind is no longer really capable of solving difficult puzzle games while still keeping things entertaining. And while playing Chroma Gun, that realization kinda became clear. It was a really interesting puzzle game, but my brain just couldn't handle it.
So, what about the one that does mess the most with your head?
Well, there's really only one game remaining which would truly fit that category.
Wait, let me count down. I want to see if we got the same game in mind. 3, 2, 1, just one boss.
Anti-chamber.
Anti-chamber? Oh, that was before my time on the channel.
Yeah, Anti-chamber was just wow. It is pretty short, but there's just so much stuff that messes with your brain.
In what way?
Well, it has been 4 years ago since I did a Let's Play on that, but the thing I still remember is how, over time, you began to learn how the world of Anti-chamber actually worked. You'd figure out knowledge which could be applied to other parts of the game, and it was a real mind bender. Anyway, next question, and it looks like this one is for you, Volty.
Oh boy.
Xan asks, if you were to request changes to how the big guy is making videos, what would be your top suggestion?
Oh, that's an easy one. I'd love to see more chances for me to talk directly to him while he's playing. A little bit of backseat gaming here and there, just basically to push you in the right direction, big guy. Or to tell you that, no, there is no ambush behind that corner.
Yeah, you wish. I'll always be afraid of the inevitable ambush behind the corner. Plus, I'm doing blind playthroughs, and you always know what's about to happen.
I know. But a saber wolf can dream. Besides, I know well enough that if I were to be yapping in your ear all the time when you're playing, you wouldn't get a single thing done.
Yeah, multitasking ain't exactly my forte.
Which actually sounds like part of the answer to the next question. Orby asks, what was the hardest boss across any game you've come up against?
I think I know what you're referring to. I've played many games and defeated quite a lot of bosses, but there's just one which is just impossible for me.
It's just one boss.
Yeah, exactly. The boss from Just One Boss. I honestly lack the skill to defeat that thing. Multitasking and focusing on 2 different characters at the same time while dodging attacks, yeah, that just ain't for me.
Ooh, this question by Ken Jidar is for the both of us. Now, what country would you want to live in if you did not live in the Netherlands?
What country? I actually think that the answer to that one would be the same for both of us.
Anywhere, as long as there's good internet and no noisy neighborhood.
Having stuff nearby like a supermarket and a cinema also wouldn't hurt though. The public transport in the Netherlands is actually pretty good, and because the country isn't that big, I basically can go wherever I'd want to go. Not entirely sure if other countries would also fit that description, so I guess even if I had the chance, I'd probably still stick to the Netherlands. So, what is next on the list?
Darkuro asks, just what is the big guy paying you to make you appear in the videos? Is it dog treats, cat toys, belly rubs? And most importantly, is he paying you enough? Well, first up, I can get paid for this?
Hey, we never made up a contract or anything like that. Plus, I take good care of you. And besides, I don't recall ever asking you to appear in my videos.
Well, you did at the start of this video.
I can do a Q&A video by myself as well, but you're as much a part of the channel as I am.
That is true. Anyway, I claimed a comfy spot on the big guy's hard drive and I get to do whatever I want, so I see that as payment enough. Although, I just kinda like popping in now and then. Plus, I get to keep all the cookies he finds on the internet.
You do know that's not how cookies work, right? But anyway, speaking about cookies and I guess food, I got a question from Svardebresinger who asks, what is your favorite food and what is your least favorite that you can eat? Well, there is several dishes which I really like, so I wouldn't 100% say that I've got a favorite, but one dish which certainly makes a list is chicken siam or siam. In regards to the least favorite food, I'd say any meat which has a lot of fat or muscle tissue. The kind where when you chomp your teeth into it, it just squishes.
Can't say I know the feeling. Although, my teeth are a lot sharper than yours, of course.
Yeah, fair point, but still, no thanks to that kind of meat.
It just means there is more for me. Anyway, the next question is by Sarah, who asks, what is your favorite part of being a content creator, and what is your least favorite part?
Least favorite would most certainly be the time it takes to actually make these videos. The recording part is fun, but when it comes to the editing, the rendering, uploading, compressing, followed by all the metadata with the video descriptions, keywords, and all that kind of stuff just to stand a small chance to be found in the massive sea of Let's Players on YouTube, it just takes a whole lot of extra time.
Yeah, my appearances in a normal video add like 15 to 20 minutes extra to the creation of an episode, but then you've got all the other requirements added on top.
If I have to make a guess, a normal Let's Play episode between 20 and 30 minutes would in total take me somewhere between 3 and 6 hours. A lot of this time doesn't actually require my presence, for I can just set my rendering program to work, but it still takes time which can't be spent on recording more videos.
So what about your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part is most definitely the fact that I get to share my experiences with everyone here. Playing games solo is always fun, but there is just something so special about being able to share these adventures with people. Just the idea that there will always be a single person out there who walked away from one of these videos being entertained or actually feeling better that day, or having learned something new. That knowledge and feeling, That makes all the effort I put into these videos so worth it.
Even if you have to keep up with my shenanigans?
Even if I have to keep up with your shenanigans. As long as you don't crash my SSD again.
Hey, you've got no proof that was my doing.
True, but it's equally likely that you did have a hand or paw in that.
Well, if it was my fault, then I certainly learned an important lesson.
And what would that be?
Always bring a torch or a flashlight, for when the power goes out, it gets dark. And also, don't accidentally overheat the system. Oh, since we're talking about hardware anyway, got another question from Xan here. He asks, what is your tech stack, software and hardware if noteworthy, for making, processing and storing videos?
Well, I record all these videos using a free recording tool called OBS, which has served me well for several years now. And for the editing, I actually use Vegas Movie Studio 15 on Steam. Of course, once the episodes have been edited and uploaded to YouTube, I still want to keep them stored somewhere safe.
Which is why the big guy compresses the videos using a program called Handbrake to decrease their size at least a little. And then he safely stores them onto a separate USB hard drive.
You never know what might happen in regards to YouTube accidentally deleting videos or whatever, so for multiple reasons it's always a good idea to keep the files stored somewhere safe.
Time might pass, but you'll never know when you might need those old Let's Plays. Anyway, by the looks of things, we're almost out of time for this first Q&A video, so let's end this with one final question. Which actually seems like multiple in one by the looks of things. A final BV question as the finale. Blabbo asks, what is your biggest dream or goal you want to achieve in life? What's most important to you in games you play? And what types of games don't you like or even hate?
Certainly not kidding, that is a beefy question.
Shall we start at the bottom and work our way to the top?
If that's what you want to do, then sure. Which means, what type of games I don't like or even hate? Well, I'd say in my opinion, the bog standard shooters are games which I just have no interest in whatsoever. Stuff like Call of Duty or similar. But I wouldn't say I would truly hate a type of game.
What about mobile games with a focus on overpriced microtransactions?
Okay, those can go die in a fire. No, what is important to me in a game, which actually goes back to the original question, is that the experience is complete. I'm talking about a good and interesting story, fun gameplay, and overall, the feeling that you walk away from a game satisfied. Mobile games just leave you with the lingering thought of, I wish I could continue playing, but the game is forcing its in-app purchases onto me.
Yeah, that really sucks. It's why I hate microtransactions like that. The mere appearances of these time savers means that the real game is not in the shape it should be. After all, why would you want time saves in a game which is fun and satisfying to play? But that brings us to the final part of Blabbo's question, or the first part.
What is my biggest dream or goal that I want to achieve in life? Not an easy question, since we're talking about hopes and dreams here. But, were everything to go well for me, I hope that I'll be able to continue making Let's Plays on YouTube for many more years to come. Perhaps even to the point where it could become a main job, where the income from ad revenue and possible viewer donations is enough to pay the rent and bills.
So, you want to become the next PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye or Markiplier?
I fear we lack the face cam and the good looks for that level of popularity.
Hey, speak for yourself. I am perfect.
But no. Even if this will never turn into a full-paying job for only the lucky and popular few make it, the main thing I hope for is that I can continue this journey for as long as possible. We've all had so many adventures and fun moments already, and over time the channel it has only grown. And I know I keep saying this, but when I started this channel, I never had imagined we'd get to the point we are at now. Watching Let's Plays was of great importance during my depression many years ago, and making Let's Plays, it has just brought me so much joy. If I have one goal in life, and if I were to make a wish in these final days of 2019, it is to continue this adventure and see to what wonderful things it will take us. A massive quest for amazing stories while entertaining people, and most important of all, reminding everyone to just try and have fun.
Well said, big guy. And with all of that said, we've actually come to the end of our very first questions and answers video.
I'd say it went rather well.
The perfect opportunity to test out these new expressions. If you happen to be watching Yookie, thank you very much.
So, with this being the end of the video, that leaves only one more thing, right?
Well, actually 2 things.
Oh, of course. This first Q&A video has been possible thanks to the help of our viewers in the Discord server, but if there's interest for another video like this somewhere in the future, we want to get everyone here on YouTube involved as well.
So, for a future Q&A video, do you have any questions you want to ask to either me or the big guy, be the funny or serious one?
Then be sure to leave a comment with said question down below.
Which brings us to the final thing for this video. With Christmas behind us and a brand new year only a few days away, we want to wish everyone out there a wonderful end to 2019 and all the best wishes for 2020.
Make the most of it, everyone. And as always, remember, have fun.